welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another review and demo for you guys, and it is on the new Too Faced foundation, which is called the Born This Way foundation. It just recently launched in Singapore, I think around like 3 weeks to a month ago, and honestly I did not have any intention to get this foundation at all, but because Sephora is having this 15% off for members for any complexion products. So that included foundation, contour, highlight, concealer, anything to do with like the skin or your base or primers even. So I thought that, you know what, I am just going to go ahead and purchase this and review it for you guys. So today I'm going to be showing a demo on my face, and also I'm going to be sharing with you my thoughts on it. I am actually, of course, this is the foundation that I'm wearing on right now. Firstly, I'm going to talk about the packaging and what it claims to have, but I'm actually in the shade Warm Nude. So basically, this Too Faced Born This Way foundation, it is infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance and promote elasticity, hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. And it says that this oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the line between makeup and skin. Coverage so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant that they'll think you were born this way. Ooh. It is 100% consumer study results said that this foundation blurred their imperfections. 98% said this foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect, and 97% said this foundation provided natural coverage. And yeah, it's oil-free and it's undetectable medium to full coverage foundation. So I just basically read the whole box to you guys, but essentially that's what this foundation claims to be. It has 1 fluid ounce or 30 ml of product, and I kind of like the packaging. Actually, it looks really classy and snazzy. It has a black top and a gold rim, and I like the whole frosted glass thing. Just like the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, it has frosted glass and it just says Born This Way. First and foremost about this foundation, I just have to say that I was very surprised by the consistency of it, because recently with all the illuminating or the luminous foundations that have been out in the market, most of them have a very runny consistency, but for this one I feel that it has somewhat like a gel like consistency. It's not incredibly thick, or if I were to compare it to like Revlon Color Stay, it is not like Revlon Color Stay. Revlon Color Stay has that very thick kind of feel, whereas this one, it just feels like a gel. Like it just has a gel texture, and when you blend it out with your fingers, it actually blends out very nicely and seamlessly. And this was my first few tests on my hands at Sephora. I've been using this foundation for about more than a week now, and my verdict is that I really am enjoying this foundation. I never thought that I would, but I do, and ain't complaining because, you know, I spend money on it. So yeah. Firstly, I have tried using a beauty blender and a brush to use this foundation. You can use whichever tool you want. You can even use your fingers if you want for even more natural finish, because your fingers tends to warm up the product. But for me personally, I actually like to use it with a beauty blender, which is the tool that I used in my demo. What I feel happens when you use a beauty blender with this Born This Way foundation is that it gives you a very, very nice even canvas that does not look cakey at all. It really does live up to what it says. It really makes your skin look like second skin, or it just makes your skin still look like skin. But when you use a brush, you tend to leave with a much more heavier coverage, and I feel that it doesn't look as light on the skin as it would if you were to use a beauty blender or a makeup sponge. And once you blend it in, what will happen is that it will give you a luminous glow, but this luminous glow is not as glowy as the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. It gives you a very like almost how your natural skin would look like if you know, go under the sun or you go about doing your day-to-day things. And with primer, it actually lasts slightly longer, but I have used this foundation without primer and I think it looks pretty darn good at the end of the day. And I don't know, I just really like how it looks like on the skin. It does not break me out. I have normal to dry skin. I have a lot of dry patches, especially around my jawline area. And I really do feel that it moisturizes my skin. Like whenever I use this foundation, I do not see any like dry patches around my face, especially around my forehead. Like this area of my forehead, sometimes when I put on foundation, you can actually see some flaky stuff, like it's just dry around this area and I don't know why. But when I use this foundation, it just doesn't do that. So I think that it does have some moisturizing properties. I do agree that it leaves my skin very radiant and nice. It just makes me look fresh throughout the day. And I really like it. This has a detectable scent, but it's nothing overpowering. Foundation is also very pigmented. With half a pump, I can just cover my whole face because I mean, if you've been watching me for a while, you will know that I'm not really a big fan of like layering up my or having thick foundation, especially when I go to work or something or going out. I like something that is very natural but evens out my skin tone. So what I do is for everyday use, I use about 3/4 of a pump or even half a pump. But today for the demo, I actually used about almost 2 pumps of foundation to cover my face. But on a regular day-to-day basis, I just use about half to 3/4 of a pump and that will do just fine. It is pigmented, but it's not as pigmented as the NARS Luminous. It's not as pigmented as the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. A little goes a long way with this foundation, and I have nothing else to say about this foundation. I don't have anything bad to say about it. Whether or not it's oil free is hard for me to say because I don't have oily skin. But do let me know in the comments if you do own this foundation and if you have tried it, what skin type you are and how it actually worked for you. I mean, if you have oily skin, it will work for you. If you have dry skin, it will work for you. So yeah, who knows, someone might actually find your comment or your mini review in the comment section very useful. In my opinion, I personally give it a 2 thumbs up. I really like it a lot. Its price is also not as expensive as the NARS foundation or like Makeup Forever's foundation, for example. So I really am enjoying this. This retails for $56 here in Singapore in Sephora. And if I'm not wrong, they have a wide color selection. Like, I am so impressed by the amount of selection they have. But it depends on the Sephora you go to, because when I went to Tampines Sephora, they didn't have that many colors or shades. But I got this at Taka and they had quite like the full range of shades. So yeah, that's it for my review this time round. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it very helpful, especially for those of you who are still toying with the idea of whether or not you want to buy this foundation. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, or if you want to see more videos from me. That's it for today. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!